weekdays at 5:45 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. through
Oasis. Stop by for a refreshing drink and share a God perspective for the day.
Oasis, weekdays 5:45 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. right here on Nationwide, a revolution in media.
The rebroadcast of the Oasis can be heard weekdays at 5:45 a.m.
Nationwide 90 FM, continuing the tradition of fair, fearless, and factual reporting. You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM. The time is
10 o'clock.
Cliff Hughes Online. Talk radio for all Jamaicans.
My hands were steady. My eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose. My steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock, like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was something to see, like a rock. And I stood arrow straight, unencumbered by the weight of all these hustlers and their schemes. I stood proud, I stood tall, high above it all. I still believed in my dreams.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255. Or find us on Facebook at Nationwide News Network and follow us on Twitter at Cliff Nationwide. You can also listen to Cliff Hughes Online live on the World Wide Web at nationwideradiojm.com or via the Nationwide 90 FM app on your mobile phone. Now, here's your host, Cliff Hughes.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's get to work.
Cliff says, what's on his mind? Unfiltered analysis and commentary.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock, like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was something to see.
Morning. Thank you so much for making it Cliff Hughes Online. I trust you had a happy Independence yesterday. And of course, last week, Emancipation Day. And we are now a nation at 63. My age. Yes? And in the life of a nation that is fledgling, it's at 63, you're still very much a toddler. Yeah? Learning how to walk, run, and to make your way around the house. But as a country, in such a complicated and complex world, being 63 is of no moment, because you have to confront the challenges that are our realities today, whether you're a toddler are not. You have to grow up fast. Yeah? Today's world is one beset, besieged in some instances, with problems of not only survival at a community level, national level, but at a global level. Look around us and you see the global challenges of the climate crisis. Yeah? Look around us, you see the browning of certain parts of the country because of the drought. The time, the climate is just changing rapidly on us. And that's one of the big challenges of our world today, that unfortunately we can play a part in mitigating, but we are not the major emitters, of the carbon that is really fueling the change in our climate and our weather crises from time to time. We are small fries, but we can and will have to do more in protecting the trees and the forests and grow, in our little spot, in our little plot of land, and do what we can do to make sure our carbon footprints, are within reason, because the big emitters, United States, China, and others, at the end of the day, they take care of their own. They pay us very little attention. Not to mention, global trade is being confronted by a new reality. I see the President of the United States this morning imposing, as of today, new trade tariffs, which are really taxes. If you are an exporter to the United States, whatever you export, he's saying you have to pay a tax to get your goods into the United States. Yeah, that is going to have enormous implications for us as another small fry, because we are going to have more inflation here in Jamaica and across the world, because the United States is the world's largest economy. Yeah? So it's a challenging, tough world. It is also, at 63 for us, a time when we would have had 6 decades of actual experiences running our own affairs, notwithstanding all the constraints as a small, open economy. But we have had 63 years of experience to know what works and what doesn't. Yeah. Make no mistake about it. The first decade of independence between 62 and 72, where the global climate was different. So we grew based on the figures, but we weren't taking care of the social inequities on the ground across the country. Large segments of the Jamaican population were excluded and frankly discriminated against. So despite we were registering impressive macroeconomic growth numbers between 62 and 72, the structural inequalities that we inherited from a plantation economy after slavery were still very much in evidence. and still much in evidence today, although being reduced. We still have some way to go. Yeah? And I was in a conversation with some of my staff driving up from the country on Tuesday it was. Today's Thursday, yesterday, Wednesday, Tuesday. And we're talking about the kind of progress we made on the social front. One staff member was telling me it was an experience for her working with a particular family and how they referred to them, the housekeeper, the helper, as a maid. Yes, the maid. And we were talking about how far we have come. When there was a time when that employee's skin color, black, would preclude her from being an employee in the bank. So we have come a far way. And despite the economic ravages of the decade of the 70s, most of those social advancements that we saw was due to that decade of the 70s under Michael Manley. But unfortunately, he failed at managing the economy well. So when you look at the balance sheet of the second decade after independence, the 70s, mixed. Yeah? Some saw a lot of social progress. That's when we got rid of the bastardy law. The bastardy again. Yeah? The late Professor Nettleford called it the smadditization of Jamaicans. All of a sudden we were smaddy. The 80s, that was the decade when we tried to restore the economy, put it back on a sound footing under Eddie Siaga. And then the 1990s, that was the decimation of the economy again under Patterson. When the economy, especially the indigenous base of the economy, indigenous businesses just went belly up because of the economic, especially the high interest rate regime at the time. And I know this is a simplification of the issues, but I'm trying to bring you up to speed. Those early decades, those 3 decades before. And then we had the experience, of course, of the IMF from the 70s, the 80s. We had to return to them in the 90s. And then we went to the economic precipice. And it was left to the Simpson-Miller administration and Peter Phillips as finance minister. And Golding. Golding started with Golding and Shaw. Yes? To make the tough economic decisions. And since then, we have been getting better at managing our public purse. Yes? Started with that massive debt exchange under Shaw and Golding. Handed over to Peter Phillips. Peter Phillips and Simpson Miller kept it going. And then Holness and Clark accelerated. And today, at 63, economically, we have turned it around. We're no longer seen as the sick man of the Caribbean. When the Trinidadians and the Barbadians would look at us and laugh at us with scorn. Yes, one Trinidadian prime minister told us that, listen, Trinidad and Tobago is not your ATM. We're not your ATM. So at 63, we are a country that has a mixed report. On the economic front, we're turning it around. On the social front, we have made good progress. On the cultural scene, we have done very well. We're a global superpower when it comes to culture, sports, food, music, dance. We are world champions. Only if we could get that on the economic scorecard to be global leaders. Yeah? Time for the break.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light.
The Time brought to you by the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport. Fueling growth everywhere is
15 minutes after 10.
Now, PrEP makes it so easy. One pill before you link, prevent HIV.
PrEP makes it so easy. One pill before you link, prevent HIV.
You want to do your thing with your queen or your king.
Or I get a little frisky that make you flex risky.
PrEP, are you extra bucketed?
To help you stay HIV negative.
PrEP makes it so easy. One pill before you link, prevent HIV. PrEP tablets available at your clinic from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
From beach days to business hubs, from public parks to thriving new communities, UDC is making development happen for you. We're building spaces where families connect, creating commercial zones that drive opportunity, and designing environments that support everyday life. Wherever Jamaicans live, work, or play, the Urban Development Corporation is there, shaping a better future, one project at a time. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
All roads lead to Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, August 10, 4 p.m. for the Jamaica Labour Party mass rally. Main address comes from Prime Minister and Party Leader, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. Back-to-back JLP River come down mass rally, Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, 4 p.m. We choose Jamaica. See you there.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Cliff says, what's on his mind? Unfiltered analysis and commentary.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear.
So, at 63, we have a lot of work to do, but we should also take pride in our achievements. Yes, we should. And I notice, in keeping with the usual practice on independence, we induct outstanding Jamaicans who have contributed well to their country into the National Honors and Awards. 3 Jamaicans were awarded OJ. Keith Duncan for exceptional service in finance and business and social development. Desmond Anthony Mackenzie, contribution to the public service in the area of local government and community development and representational politics. Dr. Marlene Jennifer Street Forrest for exceptional service in the field of capital market development. Congratulations to all 3. They have done their bit in bringing us to a place where we can take some pride as a country. Keith Duncan, Desmond Mackenzie, and Marlene Street, Dr. Marlene Street Forrest. They are the OJ awardees for this year. And then several more Jamaicans, in total 141. I can't name all 141. Yep. So you will see with me if I'm not able to name everybody, but Johan Blake, for contribution to athletics in the area of track and field and philanthropy. Johan Blake is one of those who have really put our name on the global stage when it comes to track and field. A long line of outstanding Jamaican athletes. Johan Blake, well deserved. Yeah. Also, the director of elections Glasspool Brown is made a Commander of the Order of Distinction along with Mr. Blake. And my friend and colleague, Emily Shields. Yes, Emily Shields for contribution to journalism and legal advocacy. Yes, well-deserved, Emily. Yeah, and there are others like Peter Fraser for contribution to the tourism sector, Camille Facey for contribution to law and corporate governance, the late Barbara Jennifer Gale, one of the finest journalists, especially when it comes to court reporting, who died tragically last year. She has been honored posthumously with a Commander of the Order of Distinction. Yeah, and several more. Yeah, can't get through all of them because it's 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. And come Sunday, the country is expected to hear the date of its 18th general election since 44. And we are hearing, you just heard the JLP ad, speaking of halfway tree. But I'm now learning that the PNP is having a mass rally in Crossroads on Sunday as well. Well, if you know Crossroads and Halfway Tree, it's within no more than a 2-mile geographical area. And based on the level of mobilization taking place, you're talking about anywhere between the two mass rallies of the two major parties, anywhere between 80 and 100,000 people will be on the streets of this 2 geographical square mile area from Sunday afternoon to Sunday night. And given the level of political tension in the country, especially in parts of Kingston and St. Andrew, how come we are here? This is courting disaster. And I'm making not an alarm, but I think the Jamaica Constabulary Force owes us an explanation, because it is the Jamaica Constabulary Force who has the absolute discretion and power to grant the political parties permission to hold mass meetings. I just don't understand it, or there's something that we don't know. But just imagine the comrades and the laborites driving, walking, riding into Halfway Tree and Crossroads. They must cross paths. Yeah? Both parties are going to be focused on cramming, because part of the electioneering is the optics, who can pull the bigger crowd. And everybody going to be decked out in them orange and green. This must have been a mistake. How are we going to manage that in such a small area of the corporate area come Sunday? Am I being alarmist? Tell me. Am I being stupid? But in all my years of covering meetings and watching this, I can't recall a mass meeting of these proportions in this kind of environment within 1.5 miles of each other. Unless we have become all Bible-toting political activists now, where we will put up our Bibles and say, "Oh, how are you, Labourite? How are you, my comrade?" And we go on our way. I don't think so. We are going to be having a discussion later in our cover story with the police on this matter, because clearly they know something about crowd control, and even if you can control the crowd at both locations, I think the real danger is going to be when the political party supporters cross paths, getting into crossroads and the halfway tree and coming out of halfway tree and crossroads later when the meeting done. It's 25 minutes after 10. Now, the Labour Party has summoned their central executive to their Belmont Road headquarters for this Saturday, August 9. And that meeting is expected to deal with several housekeeping matters and deliver a final charge to the Labourites and their standard bearers. Yeah? That is in anticipation of the meeting on Sunday. And based on what the Prime Minister said in East Rural St. Andrew earlier this week, it seems as if Sunday is a date for the elections to be called.
Family, the time is drawing near. My Jamaican people, you have a strategic government, a disciplined government, a government that does things systematically and in order. We don't believe in chaka-chaka, and we never, ever, ever, ever look chaka-chaka. When I put my hand out to you to shake it, you don't have to think twice. You can take my hand. You know that we are clean-hearted and clean hands, and we bring clean words to you. And we give you knowledge and information on which you can make a decision.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness earlier this week giving a clear hint that he's about to announce the date of the general elections. At the same time, the chairman of his campaign committee, Dr. Christopher Tufton, says the Jamaican voters should ignore the claim from the opposition leader Mark Golding that he is the man to rescue Jamaica from the JLP.
I hear the leader of the opposition, Golding, talking about rescuing Jamaica. I have to shake my head. To me, it is the most barefaced hypocrisy I have ever heard being meted out on the ears, the eyes, and the visuals of the Jamaican people. He also speaks about this ethical posture and positioning as if he's some paragon of virtue and ethics. And I want Jamaicans to be wary of those who come in the name of morals and ethics and who come to rescue when their track record speaks directly opposite to what now they are promising to do.
Chris Tufton, during a recent PNP meeting in Westmoreland, Mark Golding said he's a man on a mission to rescue Jamaica from poverty, rebuild trust, and institute principled leadership. But while addressing a JLP meeting in Northwest Clarendon earlier this week, Tufton dismissed Golding's assertions. He says Jamaica was rescued from as far back as 2016, when the Andrew Holness-led JLP booted the Simsimila administration from office.
The reality is that if anybody has rescued Jamaicans and more Jamaicans than any other time, it is this Jamaica Labour Party government under Andrew Holness. We reduce poverty, we impose no new taxes, we bring down crime, we restore more health centers, we add more doctors and nurses, we provide more medication under the National Health Fund than any time before under any other government, certainly better than under any PNP administration.
That is Chris Tufton. Also from the political platform this weekend, this past few days, the West Portland MP Darrell Vaz condemned Mark Golding for allowing the two-time convict Isaac Buchanan to bring remarks on his behalf yesterday at the Independence Day Parade in Port Antonio Square.
The other thing that was very sad for me as a Jamaican, and I suspect this is probably the first time, and that is the fact that we had a two-time convicted felon reading the opposition leader's independence message. I think it's a sad day. I think it's the first time in 63 years it has happened, and it is a sad, sad day that we would allow, or any political party would allow a two-time convicted felon to run on a ticket. And regardless of what they say, I just find it to be something that is hard for me to deal with.
Daryl Vaz. Well, of course, Isaac Buchanan, the PNP's presumptive candidate for East Portland in the upcoming general elections, has been convicted twice for drug-related offenses in Jamaica and the United States. The Jamaican conviction has since been expunged. But according to Vaz, the matter brings into question the moral authority of Mark Golding to make pronouncements on impeachment proceedings for parliamentarians.
I would say that it's something that you would have to look at, because when you talk about impeachment, the opposition talking about impeachment of MPs. How do you get there to talk about, to have this morality, to talk about impeachment when you have endorsed a two-time convict to run a seat with the hope of going to parliament? It smacks of hypocrisy. And once again, I say to Jamaica that Tom drunk, but Tom the fool. Choose Jamaica. Choose what is right.
Daryl Vaz. Well, we're going to leave it there for the moment and go to the calls. At 11 this morning, I have a special guest, the CEO of the Amber Group of Companies, Dushan Savadia. And Mr. Savadia will be telling us about the new Revo app, Revo, powered by Nationwide, that we have been telling you about for some time. Yeah, it's Revo AI, powered by Nationwide. And we want you to make sure you take a look and a listen. All right, that's at 11 this morning.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock.
Mark's the Superstore, Lionel Town and Portland Cottage Beer Clarendon has all your hardware needs.
Visit our expanded showroom today and shop at leisure for your building materials, furniture, and appliances.
Take advantage of the 10% discount every Thursday on all brands cooking gas.
The Time by Mark's Superstore, helping you build dreams from the ground up, is
10:32.
Eclipse Enterprise is your go-to source for billiards, amusement machines, and electronics. Telephone 876-960-3891. The temperature by Eclipse Enterprise is
31 degrees Celsius in both Kingston and Montego Bay.
A+ for back to school? Yep, you can score that. Just grab an A+ back to school loan from Access Financial. Why? Reduced interest rates, duh. Plus, you could win your loan interest free.
That's right. Apply for an A+ back to school loan and you could be entered to win your loan interest free in the Lucky Loans promotion.
From school fees to footwear, uniforms to book lists, we've got you covered.
For back to school, the only thing you need is a reduced rate loan from Access Financial's A+ back to school promotion. Conditions apply.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
All roads lead to Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, August 10, 4 p.m. for the Jamaica Labour Party mass rally. Main address comes from Prime Minister and Party Leader, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. Back-to-back JLP River come down mass rally, Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, 4 p.m. We choose Jamaica. See you there.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255.
We're going to go to our callers now. Yesterday was the big grand gala, yeah, And we had several mini galas across the country as well. And I hear it was quite an impressive grand gala last evening. I saw snippets of it from time to time. Can you imagine? As me set up now for us, turn on my TV for watch a grand gala. Boops, no power. We had something of a mini, a freak storm yesterday in St. Andrew, in Stony Hill. Yeah, it was a freak storm. It knocked out power for a lot of residents of that area. Anyway, our first caller of the morning, Nephew, good morning.
Morning, Cliff. Morning, my brother. Listening to you sharing a little of our history over the years was such a pleasure to listen. I like history. And then it come back to the GLP printing this book of over 250 of their achievement over the years to inform the Jamaican people of what they have done. I hear the leader said they could print more, but the book would have too big, so they're going to print a smaller one with another 100 achievements. And this is the type of politics I really want to see going forward, Cliff, where you can have something to look at what government have done over the years to deserve another term, and getting it also from opposition, what they will do and how they will raise the money if the people should put them in power and not just go around and making big announcements and nothing about how you will fund it. So I'm really impressed with that move by the Jamaica Labour Party in printing that book, Cliff.
Yes.
And secondly, Cliff, as I say, I'm impressed. Dr. Norman Dunn campaign is doing very, very well in Southeast St. Mary. And he also is going around to sharing some of his achievements over the years of the people, what he has done for the people in Southeast St. Mary, especially with water. Mm-hmm. And I'm really also impressed of what is happening on the Campbell Trail with Dr. Norman Dunn. There's no doubt that it is clear that he will return as Member of Parliament. I just want to use the opportunity at this moment to tell him that when he returns again, the road network in Southeast St. Mary, he have done well comparing to what he have taken it from, but we still need some more improvement in the road network. And unemployment, we have seen a little improvement there. As you know, unemployment over the years have been significantly at a low. But Southeast St. Mary, they suffer from what you call brain migration, from people leaving, going to Kingston in St. Ochi, Montego Bay, so that have been cut down.
Hold on for a minute, hold on. Yeah, first of all, on the first point you made about the JLP putting into a print its long list of achievements, yes, I think that has gone over very well. There's no doubt about that. And it's part of the political challenge facing the Labour Party as an incumbent party seeking another term, and in particular a third term, that they have the more difficult case to make. Yes? So I suspect what they're trying to do is to get that message through to the Jamaican voter that, listen, we have earned a third term. Yes? Now, to Southeast St. Mary, Dr. Norman Dunn versus Christopher Brown for the opposition People's National Party. That is going to be a closely fought contest. And you know why you laugh? Because you know, yes, it is a very keenly contested race. Yes? It's an area that I traverse quite frequently.
I know.
Yes? And based on what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, there's no runaway winner in that one. That one is going to go down to the wire. It's going to be a nail biter.
You would allow me to say something now?
Yes.
If you have reached that far.
Yes.
If you understand the history of Southeast St. Mary, it is a tradition that whenever time you have an election, the prediction is it's going to be very close. But from Charlie Ross to Alvarez days of two former JLP MP, we have seen significant improvement in Southeast St. Mary, especially in the field of farming. Well, under Harry Douglas to Dr. Green, we have seen significant decline, and the cocoa which you would have known about in Richmond, St. Mary, have totally wiped out. And St. Mary Banana, they come along, used to map up a portion of the unemployment because of the hurricane, and so they are not doing as much in banana, and they are not employing that amount as they used to do. And we have seen a lot of decline in Southeast St. Mary and the migration of our young people leaving school. Talking about school, since Dr. Dunn come in, we have seen significant improvement in school assistance for college students and for high school students, and the education level in Southeast St. Mary has improved. There's no doubt about that. We are producing much more educated youngsters in Southeast St. Mary presently because of that contribution from the government putting in more money to back to school, and with Dr. Dunn extending the program out for children. The rural school bus now, which is going to come into play come September, going to also contribute significantly to children in Southeast St. Mary reaching to school. So the JLP members of Parliament in Southeast St. Mary over the years have done a lot. And I'm not talking politics here. The record is there to show. You mentioned about Chris Brown, somebody I know very, very well. But the problem is, with this government able to produce the resources for the betterment of Southeast St. Mary, we have not seen that or heard that from the PNP. Can you explain if they will be able to?
I don't know. I can't explain that to them. I can't explain that. But what I do know, I can only tell you what I pick up, from going through that area, for some time now, quite frequently.
I gave you another example.
No, let me finish. Because one of the things I pick up from the people in that section of St. Mary is that they feel that the Labour Party has not delivered for them the way it has delivered for the people of St. Thomas and Portland. And they point to the Morant Bay Urban Centre.
Yes.
They point to the developments in Portland, Bonebrook Urban Centre. Yeah, they feel that somehow the Labour Party has not delivered for them what it should have. And they point to the state of the Junction Road. Yes? Millions of dollars started on the Junction Road, and very little has been achieved in fixing that road.
Chris?
And it is something that is, I think, hurting the Labour Party chances in Southeast St. Mary and right across the parish.
The Junction Road from Broadgate going out to Anata Bay, that widening of the road is under the Jamaica Labour Party. That promise were made and promise kept by Andrew.
But when you know, nephew, that when you get to Broadgate, you're basically out of the junction.
Because
the problem is the junction.
The thing about it, the people being told that the resources will not there to do the entire road one time. Because you start
no, that wasn't the problem, nephew. The money was there, the work had begun, and they ran into serious engineering capacity problems. And also because of the slippage, the physical geography of the area. And it came down to the issue whether or not they should abandon the Junction Road and find an alternative or not.
It is very difficult based on the river running along the
river and
the mountain.
Yes.
But just before you go, when you look at the numbers in the local government election, from the Nata Bay division to the Castleton division to the Richmond division, the JLP numbers is above the PNP. When you look in the Belfield division, the JLP has improved their numbers. So based on last year February voting pattern for the PNP to turn around that number, they are going to need a portion of people who voted for the Labour Party to come and vote for the PNP, which at this present moment, their canvassing is not showing that, and Dr. Dunn will win back when the election comes.
All right, nephew. As something come, we will see.
Yes, I will talk.
All right, good. Time for the break.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose.
PrEP makes it so easy. One pill before you link prevent HIV.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is
10:45.
GPS. Keep it cool, keep it cool. Summertime hot, but we have all the tools. Keep it cool, keep it cool.
No ways to see it, you just have to choose. Stay out of the fridge, just use a igloo. Remember your Kisco ice and the juice.
If an AC combo, yeah, hit that. AC feel a bit enough and after that. Keep it cool, keep it cool.
This summer JPS have all the tools.
Keep you cool with JPS. Download the JPS app today.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
All roads lead to Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, August 10, 4 p.m. for the Jamaica Labour Party mass rally. Main address comes from Prime Minister and Party Leader, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. Back-to-back JLP River come down mass rally, Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, 4 p.m. We choose Jamaica. See you there.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick.
Our YouTubers are weighing in on, of course, the politics. They love the politics. And nearly 4,000 of them are logged on. Yes? On our YouTube channel. Yes, at Nationwide 90 FM Live. And Camille Edwards is one of them. And she says, I hate how Jamaicans put the Labour Party under pressure to deliver when them sit down with PNP for decades in a squalor. That's a view a lot of Labourites and Jamaicans, yes? There seems to be a higher standard for the Labour Party in government to deliver, yeah? And I think that is born out of the reality that the Labour Party tends to pay more attention to government and less on politics, yeah? So Ms. Camille is saying that, you know, they are quite prepared to put up with what she calls squalor, yeah, under the PNP, but they hold the Labour Party to a higher standard. Yeah? Linda Ming says, Cliff, you're introducing something new. The government promised to fix from Broadgate going east, and that has been fixed. No, it was more than that, Linda. Yeah, they were going to fix the Junction Road. And they had to abandon it because of the physical geography, the engineering issues. Yeah. And the people of St. Mary feel like if that was fixed, that was their, you know, golden gift. But it hasn't turned out to be. Patrick Rowe says, so should the St. Mary people go back to the PNP who failed them for decades and decades? Nonsense, says Patrick Rowe. Yeah? So there you have it on the YouTube chat. A lot of people, yeah, weighing in. So you can go over there and join the chat. Okay? 11 minutes going up to 11. Ian, good morning.
Hi, morning, Mr. Hughes. How are you?
I'm alive and well.
Okay, good. You know, I reflected on our Independence Day celebration yesterday, and as I still believe that I'm very young, and I reflect of
and how young is young?
Well, I'm around George age. I'll put it that way.
We don't know what George age. Well, what your age?
About the same time, he was at Jonathan.
You tell me your age.
Oh,
George, get into this. Tell me your age.
George and me always a talk.
But Jesus, I'm gonna hear you and George. You talk to me now. How young are you?
Well, I'm 44 now.
Yeah, get up there, man.
Get up there.
Yes, you know you're middle age now.
Oh, Jesus, never mind. But you know, Mr. Hughes, I am a proud Jamaican in many instances, and at the same time, I am concerned. I'm concerned because you have two parties. We are seeing what the Jamaica Labour Party is doing, but you have yet to fully understand the plan of the PNP. And to make matter worse, whenever they're on the political platform, it's almost like a gimmick. It's almost like a game. And Jamaica is at a crucial juncture where our economy is at a place it is for growth, and if you're not careful, it can collapse again. Right? And when I even listen to Crawford and the things they're saying, because make no doubt that the PNP has riled up their base, Their base has riled up. But again, they need those silent voters who don't vote to come out and vote for them. And the thing is, when you look what is happening in America and England, how immigrants are now treated, it is important that every Jamaica come on board to ensure that what is best for Jamaica remains. I mean, I remember it very well in the 90s. I grew up in the Grand Spain area in the 90s. My father was a bus operator. Many bus, perhaps we would traverse on some of them. I used to carry enough university students back in the days from Alfredry to Papine. And I remember when the PNP came, life for us was okay because we consider ourselves privileged. Though we live in the inner city, we could get stuck. A matter of fact, I used to go carry
you're going to cut it short for me. I have a full switchboard.
All right, so the point I'm making is that when you look at how the PNP handles the economy, even when you remember Headley Brown, I don't hear anybody talk about that.
Former late governor of the Bank of Jamaica.
Yes, committed suicide.
Yes.
Because of this collapse of the economy. And many other Jamaicans who under the 90s suffered. Banks were going down while others could establish new banks and be profitable, right? And it is something that we must really talk about and really look at where we are now and ask ourselves the question, do we really want to go back? And I leave because you're rushing me, I'll sum it this way. Dr. Patrick, remember Dr. Patrick Harris?
Yes. He was at Trelawney.
Trelawney said that Damian Crawford, and you can go back and read the 2015 article in the Gleaner, Damian Crawford must keep out of politics and he should go and join the Haiti and Fancy Cat show. You can go back and read it. It is right in the Gleaner.
You sure?
Right? You go 2015, just Google, keep Damian out.
Oh, you should go join
by Dr. Patrick Harris.
He was a former MP for the PNP in North Trelawney.
Yes.
I said Crawford should go join what?
IT and Fancy Cat show.
And his name is a comedian.
Yeah. You can go and read it.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man. All right, cool.
Who is next to me? Hello? Who is next? Billboard. Billboard? Hello? Billboard? Marlon? Morgan?
Hi, morning, Cliff.
Morning.
Morning, my brother. Don't intend to be long, just seeking to bring your listeners' attention to an observation that many across the country are making. The PNP seems to be running a campaign where, because they're boxed out on all the key issues, because the government is performing so well and has delivered so much, they're seeking to maneuver in and exploit what appears to be angst and disgrunt among some stakeholders in the country. This morning, I'm drawing attention to the matter of PPV operators, public passenger vehicle operators, because you would have heard a certain embattled and beleaguered General Secretary indicating earlier this week that taxi operators should withhold their services from GLP supporters on election day. Mm-hmm. That is horrible. That is a voter suppression tactic. And I believe Dayton Campbell, quite frankly, should resign as a commissioner of the ECJ. But I want to spend a moment, Cliff, to just indicate to public passenger vehicle operators across the country that this wholeness-led administration has done more for them in this iteration than that which was done over several decades in relation to their fortunes and prospects. And I'll just share a couple with you. First of all, Cliff, there had previously been a considerable bottleneck at the Transport Authority in relation to applications for licenses to operate as, public passenger vehicles. What this government has done is to essentially devolve that mechanism and empower the regional managers at the various regions across the country to approve licenses rather than them having to do an application across the country and then everything come sitting up at a bottleneck and get hold up. So the government has accelerated the pace at which persons who are interested in entering the sector, the industry, are able so to do. Separate and apart from that as well, Cliff, we have expanded in terms of the age limit the years of vehicles that taxi operators or persons in the business can bring in. Mm-hmm. That age for motor cars, for example, has moved from 8 years to 10 years because, as we know, there are persons who operate in the sector or have an interest in operating in the sector who may not have deep pockets, and so they can only afford a 2015 Pro Box, for example, and a Toyota Wish and that kind of thing. So those persons are not limited to importing an 8-year-old vehicle. They can now import as old as an 8-year-old vehicle. But we have done something on the other side of the equation, which is to foster renewal of the fleet. Mm-hmm. Because there are some persons who have an interest in operating in the sector who, based on their endowment, can accommodate or purchase newer vehicles. And so for persons at that end of the spectrum, what we have done, Cliff, is to issue what is called a duty-free license with every application for them to be able to import a 7-seater vehicle. Vehicle with 7-seat capacity, and they have a concession that they get, a duty concession, a duty-free license basically to import that vehicle so that you can have a refreshing of the fleet. Because one of the things we have found as a government is that the age of the vehicles in the public passenger service tend to be fairly old, and you want to do something to stimulate the renewal of fleet. And that is what the government has done, and we have done a lot to just break down the barrier to entry in the sector. So while the PNP seeks to drive a wedge between the GLP and taxi operators, we know, Cliff, that once we come on with information and once we convey what the facts are to the people, we have even empowered taxi operators by developing two applications. One of them being for drivers to get their badge, which makes it easier for them to have the requisite bona fides to operate in the sector. And another course that we have developed is a general course for taxi drivers to upskill them and impress upon them the road code and appropriate driving, approaches and techniques. Because we know
you have to come back with us, Mr. Morgan, because we're out of time.
One of the deficits you have is the horrible use of the roads by some operators, not all. But we are here for taxi operators, and we knock the hustle of no Jamaican, whether they wipe windscreen at an intersection or they sell at a school gate. The GLP is for all Jamaicans, irrespective of their hustle.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Marlon Morgan. After the break, Revo AI, powered by Nationwide, developed by Amber. Its CEO, Dushan Savadia, will join us.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right. Like a rock, like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was something to see, like a rock. And I stood arrow straight, unencumbered by the weight of all these hustlers and their schemes.
Super healthy, super happy. SuperMed located in Kingston, St. Thomas, Portland, and St. Mary. The time by SuperMed family of pharmacies and Hughes Dent Pharmacy is
11 o'clock.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
All roads lead to Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, August 10, 4 p.m. for the Jamaica Labour Party mass rally. Main address comes from Prime Minister and Party Leader, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. Back to back, JLP River come down. Mass rally, Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, 4 p.m. We choose Jamaica. See you there.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Taboo topics, bulletins after dark,
Riveting discussions,
celebrity news and interviews,
topics that are shunned by society,
and everything else in between.
Boyatings After Dark with Kareem Boyatings each and every Wednesday, 8 to 11 p.m.
Boyatings After Dark.
No topic is too taboo or hard to discuss.
Come get your mind blown and your curiosity explored. Boyatings After Dark.
Cliff Hughes Online. Talk radio for all Jamaicans.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock. Like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock. Nothing ever got to me, like a rock. I was something to see, like a rock. And I stood arrow straight, unencumbered by the weight of all these hustlers and their schemes. I stood proud, I stood tall, high above it all.
It's 2 minutes after 11, and it's nationwide at 90 FM, Cliff Hughes Online. And this morning we have a special for you. Yeah? This business of media is undergoing changes. Changes that are rapidly being driven by technology. The changes are also forcing us, the providers of content, producers, presenters of content, to adjust. Those of us who are nimble and adjust quickly are more likely to thrive in the new emerging marketplace where media consumerables are concerned. And it is in that context we have been partnering with Amber to get us on that digital highway, get us in that marketplace where we can leverage the opportunities and the increased capacities of the technology to serve you, or listeners, or viewers, better, to make it more convenient for you. Your listening, watching, and reading experiences. And it is in that context we're introducing to you this morning Revo AI, powered by Nationwide, developed by this genius, this man, Amber, Dushan Savadia. Good morning.
Very good morning, Cliff, and good morning to all your listeners and viewers.
Good morning, sir. Tell us about Revo AI.
So as you know, AI is now becoming the forefront for everything in the world. How do we automate a lot of processes? How do we expedite delivery of information to people a lot more faster? How can we give more content, richer content with more context and explanations? And that is where AI is leapfrogging the whole world. And as I've said it before, Jamaica will not be left behind. In fact, Jamaica now becomes the first that I've seen in the Caribbean with Nationwide to launch a fully blown AI news online channel now with a conversational AI, with not only would listen and understand what you're looking for, but at the same time contextualize all the information, dig back into our history, research for you, and come back to you with answers that will blow your mind. And the best part, I think, my favorite is having you now available to all our listeners and viewers around the world in real time, all day at their convenience. So, what we've done is built a brand new site for Nationwide, which is now rebranded, as you've suggested, as Revo. Revo's short form is from revolution.
Yes.
To bring a revolution in media through AI, through generation of content, through distribution of content via AI, including giving a voice conversation to everything that happens in the media world in real time, very, very fast. As you know, the speed of life, we don't necessarily always have the time to read, flip through papers, flip through online content with huge stories. I, as a CEO of a company, I want to hear everything fast. I want to have somebody tell me the summary, the gist, and the important key aspects of the story that I need to digest, taking out all the extra fluff. Now, what Revo AI is going to do for all the consumers now in the media world who are absorbing news content is summarize, research, and give content that suits you the way you want to get it, not how it is forced onto you. How
is that possible? Through AI?
Everything through AI. And I'm not going to just speak about it. Today, we're going to demonstrate. I believe the launch date is 21st of August. Jamaica will firsthand experience themselves. Each individuals can go on to the new site, revonews.ai, and experience the power of AI in the media for the first time in the Caribbean. But today, we're going to actually demonstrate the new platform.
Yes.
We're going to show you how it looks and feels. So you can see it's already out on the screen now.
So if you're listening to us, watching, go on our Nationwide 90 FM YouTube channel and you will see it in live and living color.
Yes, and you will also listen to Cliff while Cliff is next to me not speaking. So what we've done is we've revamped the whole way the user experience of customers is going to be. If you look at the site now that is in front of you, first, when you register, you actually can choose your own interests. You can choose your own authors that you want to populate those stories a lot more faster, whether it is breaking news, business news, whatever it is. And at the same time, we brought news, radio, and live TV all on the same platform. So you don't have to leave one to go another place and another place if you want to switch. Now, Cliff just asked everybody to switch to the YouTube page. Now, imagine if you were on the app, you will just switch right here. You don't have to go search for Nationwide on YouTube anymore. So we brought news, radio, and live TV all in the same place. And look at this look and feel of this new website, which is already fully populated with the latest stories as much as from this morning. You will see how the entire system is picked. First is your top picks. What have your key interests are there? What are all the breaking stories? What is trending? What are the current news and current affairs? If you want to see more, you can just click on it and it gives you more data right here. And you can have breaking news, you can have sports, business, regional, international. Everything is built in such a way that you can find stories a lot more faster. It moves a lot more faster. It gives you so much of information in the way that you can consume a lot more easily than unstructured news websites where to find one story becomes a nightmare. So one of the things that we've spent a lot of time on is the design of it that consumers can actually consume news faster and get to what they want to search a lot more faster. Apart from that, one of the key points to me is also how we did the chatbot here. So now what we've done, as traditionally you would see in all the media outlets, you just drop a comment and then you go in and put another comment. There's no real social engagement. We are not encouraging people to counter each other's opinion. We are not encouraging people to talk more, express their interests, except for leaving a comment and forget about it. So what we've done, if I click on this chat button here, it actually opens up the whole chat page. For every story that gets published, it automatically creates a chat room. You can see on the left side all the stories, the top 15 stories that we have put out today, some 13 minutes ago, 14 minutes ago, 1 hour ago. Every story has a chat page of its own. So if I hit on a chat page, I can now start chatting with anybody right here. And people from all over the world can now chat on a specific topic of their interest versus dropping comments left, right, and center. And they don't even know if there are further opinions of their comments, because what we want to engage is a media platform now that encourages people to talk, people to share their expressions, people to have the real freedom of speech in an interactive manner rather than a static drop a comment and forget about it. So what we've done here, we built this whole story chat. That's a huge part of this whole solution. But let me bring you to the AI piece now, which is I think everybody's waiting for. And the most exciting part of me, that we actually, with Cliff's permission and ethically, we cloned Cliff's voice and have put the Cliff's personality, how he speaks, how he talks, his demeanor, and everything else that Cliff is into the AI system. And now I'm going to launch for the first time in the Caribbean AI news platform that has never been before there, where you can interact and ask questions. Give me all the top stories of today.
Yes.
Give me the top 5 breaking news of today. Give me the top 5 business news of today. It will automatically, from our huge database of stories for decades that Nationwide has had, we populate those stories. We also do research. We go back into the past for you and come back with more stories also. And at the same time, we've also built it in Patwa. That means, yes, we have Cliff's voice in English, but we also, the AI agent inside is also trained to speak in Patwa as well. So you can have both. So we will show you that. But apart from that, of the conversation, you can also instruct the AI to navigate the website to a specific page, a specific story, or specific interest that you have. It will also navigate the whole page for you. So you don't have to go searching for that specific story or that specific page. Cliff, I'm telling you, this is a real revolution in the media history of Jamaica, to be able to give consumers not just the knowledge of today, yesterday, and a week before, but our ability to research that same story that is current today, of its impact from decades at the same time, and summarize it for you. So I'm going to start with Ask Revo AI. You will see this button on the top. Of course, you're seeing better because we're still testing it. We're still training it. It is an ongoing process. But ladies and gentlemen, here's the introduction of Revo AI, Jamaica's Caribbean's first AI news agent.
Wow. Hi. That was a fantastic overview. You really captured the excitement and innovation based on your interests right now in Jamaican media, from any category, especially with the partnership between Nationwide and Amber Group. The launch of Revo AI is a huge leap forward, bringing together news, radio, and live TV all in one place and making it super easy for listeners and viewers to get the content they want. Go ahead.
Okay, so here you are, the introduction.
I'm Voice News Companion. I can read top stories based on your interests. Sounds like you're ready to continue with the introduction. If you need a summary article you're viewing of what's been discussed so far, updates from your favorite more about Revo AI and how it's transforming news delivery in Jamaica, just let me know. I'm here. Right.
Let's see. Let's try it now. It's echoing because of the microphones.
Hi, I'm Cliff, your voice news companion. I can read top stories based on your interests, fetch news from any category, or summarize an article you're viewing. Want updates from your favorite author too? Just ask.
Let's the latest business news from today, please.
Here's what's making waves in business today. First up, J. Ray and Nephew Limited is celebrating 200 years with a year-long series of events highlighting their impact on Jamaica's economy and global rum exports. Next, BP has just made its biggest oil and gas discovery in 25 years off Brazil's coast, signaling
a business news category page, please.
All right, taking you over to the business news category page now.
Can you tell me a little more about the story about BP making its largest oil gas discovery?
Here's a closer look at that BP story. BP has made its largest oil and gas discovery in 25 years off the east coast of Brazil. The company is now testing the site and considering building a major production hub there. This move marks a shift back toward fossil fuels, with BP aiming to boost oil output and investor confidence. If you want to dive even deeper or hear more business news, just let me know.
Let me invite you to ask some questions.
All right. So, Cliff, tell us, when is it likely that Jamaica's next general elections will be announced? That's an important topic. Let me look into the most recent details on when Jamaica's next general elections might be announced. So here's what I found. Jamaica's next general elections are scheduled for 2025, and the parliament is set to dissolve by September 15th. The general election will be held no later than September, according to the Jamaica Labour Party's General Secretary. If you want more details or have another question, just let me know. Jamaica has just celebrated an independence, another year of independence. When was Jamaica made an independent country, and from which country was Jamaica able to gain its independence? Let's see what's being said about Jamaica's independence. Just a sec while I check the most up-to-date info for you. Jamaica became an independent country on August 6, 1962, gaining its independence from the United Kingdom. This date is now celebrated every year as Jamaica's Independence Day. If you'd like to know more about the celebrations or the history, just let me know. Cliff, tell me, Jamaica is a developing country, yes, with a parliamentary democracy. Based on which system is that parliamentary democracy developed from or based on? Right. So, Jamaica is indeed a developing country with a parliamentary democracy. That system is actually based on the Westminster model, which originated in the United Kingdom. It features a prime minister, a cabinet, and a parliament, all modeled after British traditions. If you want more details about how it works in Jamaica, just let me know. Wow.
Can we switch to Patwa?
Yes.
Cliff, can you switch to Patwa language, please?
Sure. Just to confirm, you'd like me to switch to Jamaican Patois now, right? I'll transfer you so you can continue in that language.
Me a switch to Jamaican Patois for your scene. You ready for continue the reasoning in a the real yard style now?
Yeah. Wagwan, how you do?
Me there, yeah. You know, just to hold the vibes and ready for run the news with you. Wagwan pon your end? You want hear any specific news or you just a check-in?
Just a check-in with you, yeah? You know, where you born, Angro?
Me glad you check in, you see it. Yeah, man. Wagwan, you good? You have any news you want me check out, or you just hail me up?
Me I hail you, but I want to know where you born and grow. Tell me about Jamaican patois.
Me tell you when me born and grow, cause me am a real person. Me are the news voice where they have a reason and run the latest update with you. But me can tell you about Jamaican patois. Patois come from long time, mixed up with English, West African, Arawak, Spanish, and enough other language. It started from the days of slavery, when African people have to find way to talk with each other and the English them. Now, it's at the heart of the culture, and you hear it all over Jamaica and even in the diaspora. You want to hear more about how patois grow or how people use it nowadays?
I want to hear how people use it nowadays.
Yeah, man. Nowadays, patois are the main way people reason in a yard. In a street, market, dance hall, and even on social media. Them use it to express themselves, make jokes, sing song, and even write poem. Even big people and politicians use patois when them want connect with the masses, cause it bring the real Jamaican vibes and show say you're proud of your roots. Patois get more respect now too, cause people are push for it get teach in a school and use in an official space. You want me drop a little patois proverb or song line for you?
Anyone, proverb.
Alright, hear this one. Want it, say and get it, and want it. That means sometimes them people will always beg or crave for things here and get it, but the one them will have it, not appreciate it. Patois full of wisdom, you see it. If you want to hear more, me ready anytime.
Alright, my dear. Dushan Savadia. This is amazing. But there are some dangers. Yes, I see already people on our YouTube platform are expressing some reservations about how dangerous this could be. That somebody up to, ill will decide to clone my voice to incriminate others or my own self.
That is correct. And that is why, people can use it with bad intent. Mm-hmm. And there are already cases where your face has been taken and videos have been produced and with proper lip sync, including some celebrities having been reported with those kind of ailments. But look, I think the AI is going to grow. AI is integrated now into the society. Everything is out there. I think as long as we use it ethically, as long as there is proper controls and guardrails placed behind, and this is what I was saying to the crowd last week when I was speaking at the Caribbean conference, that even now we need to force and we need to push through a lot of AI policies. Is almost like a few hundred years ago, we never had police. Why do we have police now? Crime went up. Mm-hmm. So police was created so citizens can be safe. Similarly, policing for internet has to become better, has to become stronger, where if I report my voice has been cloned by somebody illegally, then that voice, people who have done that should be held accountable by a department, by the agency of policing all these policies. So I think with time, the AI, and fortunately AI, Jamaica became the first actually in the Caribbean to publish AI policy framework. It has to be implemented. It has to be implemented a lot more faster. So yes, there is risk. I mean, look, 20 years ago, people did not want to put any information on the internet. Now we are giving all our information to Facebook. We are turning on our location. So all the social media, all the apps know where you are sitting also. Mm-hmm. We have accepted certain risk because technology is moving at that pace, creating risk. But as long as AI is governed with good policies, AI is governed ethically and used ethically, I think it can only create good opportunities for humanity to understand our surrounding better, understand our environment better, and create more time for us to use our creativity for bigger things in life.
Okay. So the next steps now, Dushan?
Next step, we are almost ready. We are warming up the engine. 21st of August, we will make it public. On that day, when you go to nationwidenewsnetwork.com, it will reroute you to the new website, revonews.ai. We will confirm this in a couple of days. I think we're all set. We just did a full live demo, which has worked brilliantly. Mostly people shy away from doing live demos because it may not work. In our case, we've tested it heavily. The cybersecurity side of things, the AI capabilities, and the look and feel of the whole application. The mobile apps will be out too. So what you're seeing on the website, you can also download the new Revo app as well.
On your phone.
On your phone, and watch news, radio, and live TV, all the three things at the same time.
And you should tell us about the radio channels.
Yes. So there is another big change that is coming. Look, I've also said this, and I've said this upfront, that FM radio over time will slow down because everybody is becoming a lot more digital. People are consuming entertainment, news, everything over YouTube a lot more than transistor radios. So now we've also built under Revo 6 new radio channels, fully digital, which will be on the new Revo app. That also means that you have reggae classics, reggae modern, top blockbuster hits of this week. There is a Jamaican gospel channel. So we're adding 6 channels plus the nationwide 90 FM, all the 7 channels in one place. So you can move around, and all the 6 other stations are digital. They're only through the app, and they will run 24 hours curating hundreds and millions of songs for you. Every single day you go, you will not hear the same song again pretty much for a very, very long time. The way we have curated the music list. Say, for example, I wake up in the morning, I want to hear gospel.
Yeah.
And I want to pray a bit. I want to hear some good gospel songs which are difficult to find. You turn on your Revo app, you play the gospel music. Then you're in a mood to get some vibes out. You can get dancehall hits. You can get reggae modern, reggae classic. We have now curated 6 new digital radio stations that you can now listen on the new Revo app, which is the digital app of Nationwide News Network. It's a revolution. Can you imagine? This also makes Revo Jamaica's first digital radio station with thousands and thousands of music and genres. And over time, we will add a lot more genres.
Yeah.
We want to add any music.
And of course, we are in compliance with the copyright people.
100%. We've partnered with one of the biggest distributors of music, giving them the full royalty and everything else. So yes, in full compliances. And look, the world has become digital. Uber is sitting in US and trading in Jamaica. Airbnb lives out of US and have thousands of homes in Jamaica. The digital world has broken all the barriers and boundaries of where our music can reach. Our main goal through Revo Radio now is going to be that we have such a legacy, such honor to have reggae, which is loved and really embraced by the whole world, but never has been a digital radio station from Jamaica which is curated with all those songs of 1960s until yesterday in one music platform that the whole world can listen at any time. So we're not looking at Revo Radio as something only for Jamaica or the Caribbean. Revo Radio will become a worldwide phenomena for our culture of reggae to be going through every household across the world.
Another potential of what we're doing here, Dushant. So you come to Revo and you get just about anything you need or want. So your retention rate, you come here, you don't leave after 2-3 minutes. You can spend hours getting your music, your business news, your lifestyle, your entertainment, your sports.
And chat.
Yeah? So we can now upload all of our talented people, yeah, their own podcasts right here, limitless channels. This is the future.
Absolutely. And look, more is coming. I don't want to say more now. I think what we are launching is already mind-blowing, but we are working on some really, really more cool stuff. What we also want to do additionally, Cliff, is not just look at content generation and giving out content in a positive way that builds the nation for us. But at the same time, we want to add more rewards. We want to add more substance to the lifestyle of people in Jamaica.
Right.
How can you get the same thing cheaper? How can you associate with a brand that is working for you day and night to make your lifestyle a lot more convenient and a lot more cheaper? You want to buy a TV.
Yeah.
I will give you a TV less than what you would be able to buy by yourself, because we are looking at creating a whole ecosystem of vendors around us who will support Jamaican people to give us more value for our engagement with Revo.
Thank you very much, Deshant Savadia, founder of the Amber Group and the technological developer. You sit and you think of the future and you created them. Yeah?
Yes, thinking everybody does. We talk less, we do more. Our action speaks louder than words. We've been always been associated with a company who actually executes technology, not just speaks about it.
Thank you very much, Deshant Savadia. So come August 21, yes, you will be able to go onto Revo Radio, Revo AI, and enjoy it. Time for the break.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock, like a rock.
Rhino Jamaica Limited, Jamaica's choice for water tanks and pumps. Now open on Saturdays at our Marcus Garvey Drive location from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The time brought to you by Rhino Jamaica Limited is
11:31.
Plug into the sun with Peak Energy Solutions. We are your affordable provider for everything solar. Grid tie or off-grid solar P systems, solar air conditioners, panels, lithium batteries, solar supplies, and installation. Visit us at Shop 1, 3 Mosquito Valley Road, Red Hills, St. Andrew. Call 876-279-8820 or 944-0668. Or email us at peakenergysolutionsja@gmail.com. Peak Energy for everything solar.
Ready for a refresh? The hottest sale of the summer is now on at Active Home Center. From now until Saturday, August 2nd, get up to 30% off selected living, dining, and bedroom furniture, plus enjoy up to 10% off lighting and fans to keep your home cool and bright. It's the summer to save big and upgrade every room. But hurry, these deals won't last. Active Home Center, more savings, more choices. Conditions apply.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
All roads lead to Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, August 10, 4 p.m. for the Jamaica Labour Party mass rally. Main address comes from Prime Minister and Party Leader, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. Back-to-back JLP River come down. Mass rally, Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, 4 p.m. We choose Jamaica. See you there.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Crispy, crunchy, tantalizing fried chicken only at Bird Shack. Satisfy your hunger today. The time brought to you by Bird Shack Fried Chicken in Montego Bay and Ocho Rios is
27 minutes to noon.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255.
All right. For next caller, Billboard. Good morning, Billboard.
Top of the morning to your teacher.
Yes, how are you?
I am great.
Good.
When I look at myself at 78 years young, I feel real good.
That's good. That's good.
Anyhow, long and short of it, you see, I would I'm wondering if there is any forensic test that can be done at 89 Oak Road, Old Oak Road. Because it's as if the people up there is breathing a different air that mucks up their brain. Are you with me?
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to hear where you're going.
Everybody on that side of the fence just seem to go off of them head. The things they relay, the things they say. You wonder if they're living in the real world. Eh? Now when I hear Dr. Campbell say him going to call election Sunday, if Andrew won't call it. Eh?
You know that is empty chat, though. You know that is just empty chat.
When I look at Mr. Crawford, I cannot believe he's the man that Jamaica had as the next leader of the party. Eh?
Well, he has done a lot of damage to himself, you know.
That on himself, he has done a lot of damage to the party also. Now, Mr. Golin, as Mr. Wolin says, so chaka, I don't ever name him. I saw him in a couple of photographs at the festival yesterday, standing. And I wonder if he was brought up as a gentleman, the way him stand up. Him two big fingers and two side pockets. You know, nothing resembling that of a leader statue. And they want to be prime minister of this country?
Yes.
Tell me. I asked you a couple months ago to name me a cabinet, and it gets smaller and smaller by the day. I hope Mr. Falwell, although he is somewhat damaged already, and I hope Mr. Robinson still maintain a level of distance. That seems to make me on edge.
Yeah.
At least it look like when the RIP Farlong, RUP Farlong, they might still be around to help bring back the PNP. I asked it quite a number of times now, where's the PNP? And it is diminishing day by day.
Yes.
I am going to say something now.
Yes.
When Bob the Grange leave the system, who will succeed her as a culture minister? Because every year, the festival quality has risen. It just rise. All because of proper management.
Yeah. You know, you're not the first person I hear asking the question, because Babsy Grange is an expert at this now. Yes? Edward Siaga trained her.
Wow.
And she has had the actual years, decades of experience now. And I hope they have been identifying people to understudy her. Yeah, I hope so, because she is maturing. She is now, a woman well into her 70s. Yeah, and time marches on. But so I hope they have been grooming and understudying her, because she should be documenting, recording the do's and the don'ts. Yeah, because she has such a wealth of experience in this area of national life.
And she seems to become better every year.
Yes.
You understand me?
She was the executive producer of the show last night, the gala. Yeah?
But Mr. Siaga really leave a legacy with she and Mr. Olness.
And Desmond McKenzie.
Well trained.
And Desmond McKenzie.
And all right. Well, I didn't want to bring in this, This is still up on the rough side with me. When I stand on the rough side with me, you understand me? It's all right, man. There's a come from, we don't want to go down in the street days to a gentleman, but may I leave you look at the praises for Desi.
I hear you.
Listen, the long and short of it, for Jamaica's sake, I hope RUP make case and be disintegrated. Well, I suppose they will vanish after the next election. I have no doubt about it. They cannot stay, not even in opposition. Can you imagine if Dayton Campbell win him seat and go in a parliament?
Well, Well, wait until after before you start to speculate, no?
One can't wait, man. Father God couldn't be so unkind to us.
Oh no! Don't put it in such terms.
I am not being wicked.
No, I'm not saying you're being wicked. I just don't want you to put it in such terms about Father God being wicked to us.
Yes.
But it's something coming, you know. We don't have no more than about, at most, 4 or 5 weeks to go now.
Listen to me, boss man. I can't wait. Remember I said a tsunami is coming, and I said I really don't want to say a tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to reason winning lead. But the tsunami is building. So what's happening out there? The tsunami is building.
I hear you.
The Central Kingston, where my member of parliament, Mr. Donovan Williams, is.
Yes.
Wasn't cutting much edge about 6 months or more ago.
Uh-huh.
You hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
And as I tell you, a couple of weeks ago, the trees are green. It's as if we don't have any drought this time.
Oh. I hear you. I hear you, Billboard.
The trees are green.
Mm-hmm.
No sign of drought.
Yes.
Teacher.
All right.
I hate to keep calling the teacher because he's really a principal, but the teacher is
That's all right. That's all right. Take care.
Have a nice day.
Good. Patrick, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Hughes.
Hi, how you do, Patrick?
I'm great, man.
Good.
The last time we spoke about 3 months ago, I told her two things. I told her that the election date was going to be the 3rd of September. You remember?
Yes.
And I told her that Arjimas was on her way to Northeast Manchester.
Yes.
And I also told her that Steve Wright was all but settled for North Central St. Andrew.
Yes.
And 2 of those has fulfilled, and the 3rd one you will hear on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And all of you were speculating that the election was to be in July and August and wherever. I told you, based on my political knowledge and what was happening, the election would have been somewhere around the 3rd of September.
Yes.
And we are on track for that.
Mm-hmm.
And the JLP is on its way to win its 3rd consecutive term in government.
Mm.
The truth is, Mr. Hughes, never in the history of this country we have seen a government that earned a term. They have done the work. And I'm sure the people of Jamaica, who is not ungrateful, will reward Andrew Holness and his team with the 3rd term. And when you look at it, and Billboard was alluding to, when you look at on the JLP side, how can you swap a Dr. Christopher Tufton for Dawes? Would you swap Aiton Campbell, swap Clyde Green for Aiton Campbell? There's man for man, a woman for woman. The JLP team is far superior to what the PNP have to offer. Mm-hmm. Damon Crawford, as Patrick Harris said some years ago, when he came to enter Northern Chilhowee, that this man is fit for IT and it's a fancy cat. So, and every day he opens his mouth, you'll see it. That he's a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Damon Crawford is not ready for this thing. He needs to wheel and come again. And there's no way when Mark Wallen gets his beaten on September 9th or September 3rd, he can lead that party. The party will have to be looking elsewhere. The PNP knows that. And that is why Aiton Campbell and Peter Bunting, people like those, really lining up for looking for safe PNP seats. Because they know it's not about if the JLP is going to win, it's by how many seats they will maintain.
I would urge you to desist, Patrick. Politics is a funny sport, Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Hold on. You have at least 22, 23 days to go. If the Prime Minister announces the election on Sunday, there are 16 days minimum from then and then 23 max. Yeah. So we have about 23, 27 days to go. You and I don't know what is going to happen come tomorrow. It may change the political calculus in the country dramatically. So don't count your chickens before they're hatched. The JLP has an election to fight and an election to win. The PNP has an election to fight and to win. Yeah?
The indications are there. When you look at the campaign that both political parties are running, look at what is happening on the JLP platform comparing to what is happening on the PNP platform. It is joke. Where, as far as the PNP is concerned, the JLP are dealing with the issues. It reminds us of 2016 when the JLP was dealing with the issues and Peter Phillips and the PNP was dealing with Andrew Wallace. And the same playbook come again. Now they are dealing with Andrew Wallace. Andrew Wallace, we are dealing with the issues. What is right for Jamaica? And the people of Jamaica will choose Jamaica because that is where we are. This is a government that has taken us from where we were to prosperity. Jamaica was the Janko bead of the Caribbean. Now we are becoming again the pearl of the Caribbean. And Andrew Holness and the Labour Party. People.
Hello? We lost.
Unfolding in front of us.
Yes.
I want to look around the country. And you look at constituencies that the PNP has held for a long period of time. I was in South East and
Can you hold on for me? Can you hold on for me? Let me take a break and come back.
My hands were steady. My eyes were clear.
Furnitureland at 112 Constant Spring Road is Jamaica's premier furniture retailer when searching for stylish and elegant pieces for your home. The time by Furnitureland is
11:46.
Truth is, HIV affects everyone. Truth is, avoiding care leads to a weaker immune system. That means you could get really sick. The truth is, the hardest pill to swallow isn't the medication. It's the problems that follow when you don't take them. Let's get through this together. Remain in care. You can live life to the fullest with HIV. And that's the truth. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
All roads lead to Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, August 10, 4 p.m. for the Jamaica Labour Party mass rally. Main address comes from Prime Minister and Party Leader, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. JLP River come down mass rally, Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, 4 p.m. We choose Jamaica. See you there.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
It's Monday, get over your blues. Or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The E-Zone is here for you. With the Stinger Honeybee
and Karim Boyatings
from 3 to 5 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM.
We've got your entertainment news.
Then we want to hear your views. Why you said?
Jump in the mix.
Or the hot seat.
Don't miss our brain busters.
Or the crazy giveaways.
Let's talk fashion.
Send us your outfit of the day. Ooh, cutesy. Very demure.
Are you looking for love?
Come on one of our blind dates. Send your request to ezone blinddates@gmail.com. That's ezoneblinddates@gmail.com.
And stay tuned for your confessions.
These are my confessions.
Share them with us at ezoneconfessions@yahoo.com. I mean, is this planet Earth?
Is it?
I don't know. Let me check. Either way, it's got a buzz.
And a bugger thing.
Ow. Ow.
Our phone numbers are 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, 630-9374, and 618-8255.
My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose, my steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right, like a rock, like a rock. I was strong as I could be, like a rock.
12 minutes going up to noon. So, Mr. Patrick.
Yes, sir.
You are gung-ho. You're super confident. That
I am very confident. Very confident.
And what gives you that level of confidence?
You know, when I look at what I see on the ground, the PMP call is sounding. I go on the ground myself and I have tested the water. I look at the blue dot poles. The blue dot poles that I have a lot of confidence and respect for. And when I put it to what is happening, especially where the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party is concerned, Andrew Holness has gotten a lot of hammering from the People's National Party. And he has stood firm. And today he's still way ahead of Mark Bowles in the opinion polls. Even their polls, the dynamic polls, putting Andrew Holness ahead. And I know from 1944 until now, the people of Jamaica always vote for the leader of the party. And it's not going to be any different. There are some seats that the JLP is struggling in. People will go out and vote for Andrew Holness. And when you hear Warmington telling us, close your eyes and vote for Andrew Holness, that's the same thing he's talking about. Forget about who the candidate is. Vote for Andrew Holness. The people of Jamaica love Andrew Holness because he loves them. And there is a genuine connection between Dr. Andrew Holness and the people of this country. They identify with him. You see people lining up when they hear that Andrew is coming their way with their goods. Because they know Andrew going to buy out them stock. I know him put himself in a lot of trouble by doing that. People following him. There's no other leader. You see little children running to touch Andrew and be a part of Andrew. Here's a video that I love to see. And sometimes it brings some goosebumps to me. When this lady is sitting on her veranda and pat Andrew Holness down the road and run across the road right into his opening arms. And that is how many Jamaicans feel about Andrew Holness. And all that the PMP is trying to do and to say about Andrew Holness, it makes the people of Jamaica love him more. Because they can't touch him. And as
well, let me ask you. Let me ask you this, because you watch these things at the ground level. You don't detect a swing to the PNP with the PNP base so energized and active.
I've detected an energization of the PNP base coming back together of the one PNP part of it. Most of them come back to the Rise United. That is there. But the basis of both political parties is not enough to carry any political party home. Right? The PMP have a bigger base, but it is concentrated into some constituencies, while the JLP base is scattered across the country. So if it's base by base, the JLP will win more seats. The PMP will win seats more impressively. But the ordinary Jamaicans, teachers and the nurses who salaries are, their condition of life is better today than it was 2016, will choose Jamaica. The policemen whose lives and circumstances and their working condition is better than it was prior to 2016 will choose Jamaica. The professional groups whose life is better than it was 2016 will choose Jamaica. And this is where we are, and this is what I see on the ground. When you look at the ground and you see the amount of people proudly wearing Choose Jamaica armband, you know that the people of Jamaica is going to choose Jamaica.
I hear an argument. I hear an argument to Patrick. I don't know how true it is, that the PNP is busing in a lot of people to their meetings. Is there any truth to that?
It is true. It is true. I can tell you something. That's why they're having parish meetings and meetings like those. People are busting all over the country. Right?
So Labour Party don't bust people too?
No, I'm telling you, I'll give you an example. Sunday last, we had our first workers meeting in St. Anne, Southwest 3rd. And MP Main said to us that we strictly deal with workers. And we provided transportation for workers to meet in Alexandria, they about that Gallimore High School. We have about 12 to 1,500 workers. And we cater for 2,000 workers. And when we were serving the breakfast, halfway through serving for 2,000 workers, the breakfast finished. And nobody got twice. We had more than 4,000 workers at the workers' meeting. It was a workers' meeting that was bigger than the one that I saw at Homewood, which was the biggest workers' meeting that I ever seen in the history of Jamaica. That one that we had in St. Anne, in Southwest St. Anne last Sunday was bigger than anything I've ever seen. People just find them transportation and then they were ready to move. They're ready to support the Labour Party. I've been in Southwest St. Anne for many years. That's where I was born and grew. I moved to Northeast Manchester 25 years ago. But I still have my connection in Southwest St. Anne. I decided to work in Southwest St. Anne this election because of certain utterances I heard coming from Miss Williams and the PMP. And I said they were telling a lot of lies and MPs ever made, and he didn't deserve it because he has been one of the best members of parliament in this country. So I've gone back down there to help him. That he needs a lot of help. I just want to free him up so he can help other seats that need to push it over the hill.
So how is the neighboring constituency of Southeast St. Anne?
That's what I was telling you, was about to tell you before we took the break. Southeast St. Anne is telling me that they are grudgeful and they are bad mind of what is happening in Southwest St. Anne, Northwest St. Anne, and Northern St. Anne, Northeast St. Anne. Because there has not been any development for 40 years of the PMP in Southeast St. Anne. And they are saying that in Adian Pate we see a candidate that we are going to support. We know that we traditionally support the People's National Party, but this is not about the People's National Party, it's about Southeast St. Anne. When we look across the border, when we look at Douglas Castle, who was a part of Southeast St. Anne up to 2011, and see what Xavier Main, it came to Southwest St. Anne in 2011, and see what Xavier Main has done to that part that he has just taken over. People of Southeast St. Anne want to be a part of the prosperity and want to be a part of the progress, and I see them coming home. And that is what I'm hearing from a constituency like Northwest Manchester. When they saw what Rhoda Crawford has done with Central, they saw that what Robertson, the word of Robertson has put in South Manchester. They say, so Northwest Manchester must be a part of the progress and the prosperity. Right? And it's happening in Southwest Clarendon as well, where there has not been any development, any prosperity under the PMP and Luther and Cousins. The comrades, they are tired, and you're going to see a lot of surprises, especially in these seats on election night. You're going to see a lot of surprises, Mr. Hughes.
I hear you, sir.
When I visit Southwest St. Anne, when you know that your MP are right, you don't hear the people, the Labour right complain. Sometimes you hear Labour right complain, I now vote. Like in the Paris Council election, they will say, boy, I now vote because this and that. Everybody is ready and rearing to go. When I visit the strong era of the People's National Party in Southwest St. Anne, it is as soft as I ever seen it. They are quiet.
All right,
they
Patrick.
are ready for Xavier Main and the Labour Party.
All right, Patrick. Yeah.
And you will see it on election night.
Let us see. Yeah. As I said to Neville this morning, now worry yourself, as something will come. So we'll see. It's like pregnancy. Yeah? All right. That's how we're going to leave it for the morning session. We'll be back at 12:30. It's now time for the World at Noon.
My hands were steady. My eyes were clear and bright. My walk had purpose. My steps were quick and light. And I held firm to what I felt was right. Like a rock
But is this real? Hey, Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I'll soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Sweat it. Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
Attention all data protection enthusiasts. Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM every Tuesday at 8:20 a.m. and Thursday at 8:25 a.m. for a new program, Data Protection Matters. Starting June 4, 2024, join us as we delve into crucial topics that will keep you informed and compliant. Data Protection Matters is hosted by Chuck Cameron, founder of Design Privacy, your trusted partner in data protection. Don't miss out. That's every Tuesday morning at 8:20 and every Thursday at 8:25 a.m. Stay protected, stay informed with Nationwide 90 FM and Design Privacy.
Nationwide 90 FM, continuing the tradition of fair, fearless, and factual reporting.
Clear your barrels and personal shipments with ease and convenience. Request a customs contactless clearance today through CCP at jca.gov.jm. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
12:01. The News at Noon teasers are brought to you by AnyBet, your best bet.
It's credible and factual. The World at Noon on Nationwide 90 FM.
A very good afternoon to you. I'm Tona Thomas. Coming up in the Nationwide World at Noon for this afternoon, Thursday, August 7, 2025. Political Ombudsman's Office clarifies a previous statement on Central Kingston shooting incident involving MP Donovan Williams, and the GLP urges restraint following the incident.
Our position to our supporters is that they should be calm. They should not seek to interpret the worst or to retaliate in any way.
141 to be awarded National Honors and Awards for 2025. Senior Attorney Bert Samuels welcomes government's transfer of lands to the Rastafari community. In regional news, gang violence rocks Haiti's capital ahead of political handoff. In international news, Netanyahu says Israel intends to take full control of all of Gaza. And in sports, jockey Shane Canterman Ellis honored to receive national award. The details after the break.
The News at Noon teasers were brought to you by AnyBet, your best bet.
If it's news, it's got to be Nationwide 90 FM.
Now to the details. The Office of the Political Ombudsman has taken the unusual step of publicly correcting itself, noting that a statement it issued on Wednesday about a shooting incident in the constituency of Central Kingston did not convey the appropriate tone. The office has issued a new statement. That new statement says the office has no evidence that the shooting incident in which the MP, the JLP's Donovan Williams, and members of his campaign team came under gunfire was politically motivated. Mahira Stewart reports.
On Tuesday, MP Donovan Williams was among a group of people who came under gunfire while erecting campaign signs in the constituency. The incident happened in the vicinity of Lower South Camp Road and Tower Street in a section of Parade Gardens popularly known as Southside. In response to the incident, the political ombudsman issued a statement on Wednesday saying acts of violence, retaliation, and intimidation, politically motivated or otherwise, are to be neither accepted nor tolerated. It said those incidents of violence threaten to unravel the fabric of democracy which the country has worked tirelessly to maintain. It also noted that although there is a recognition that campaigning is intensifying and tensions may run high as the country approaches the general election, political actors and supporters should allow the electoral process to run its course without interference. But the Ombudsman has walked back that statement. In its new press release issued on Thursday morning, the office sought to clarify the message reflected in Wednesday's statement. The Office of the Political Ombudsman says, recognizing how news of the incident may influence public perception of the situation, it's urging calm among campaign supporters and the general public. It notes that the appeal was a general call for peaceful and responsible campaigning. The Office of the Political Ombudsman says it was not directed to any particular political representatives or supporters associated with Central Kingston, nor the alleged incident. There was no reason given for the change of tone by the office. However, the clarification comes after the PNP issued a strong statement in which it claimed that its information concluded that gang warfare and not partisan politics was behind Tuesday's shooting incident. Mahiri Stewart for Nationwide News.
Chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party's campaign committee, Dr. Christopher Tufton, is appealing to party supporters to exercise restraint and maintain peace. This after shots were fired in the direction of Member of Parliament, the GLP's Donovan Williams, and members of his campaign team as they erected party material on Tuesday night. Speaking on Nationwide this morning, Dr. Tufton urged supporters to avoid jumping to conclusions.
It's important that the leaders also set the tone for the campaign that is now on and will get more intense. Our position to our supporters is that they should be calm. They should not seek to interpret the worst or to retaliate in any way. You would have heard the General Secretary speak at our Blitz launch, or Achievement Documents launch, where he said that we were committed to abiding by the protocols of fair and transparent and peaceful campaigning. And that's what we will continue to do.
The incident brings the constituency to the fore once again as shots rang out in the vicinity of a JLP meeting held in the constituency last month. The police reported that the incident did not appear to be politically motivated. Dr. Tufton says the two incidents warrant increased policing.
With this incident and the previous, it would raise some concerns, and we are concerned as leaders, and it's for us to be on the ground to give support to our supporters and followers and give them the guidance that is required, while also depending on the system to manage the process. This incident would certainly make it necessary for a heightened level of conversation around the campaigning. You know, whatever the interpretation or final conclusion is, it is concerning that in carrying out political activity, there is now a strong suspicion that it could lead to violence. And so that conversation, the police certainly would be aware of this, but we certainly are prepared and have been having discussion to try to ensure that heightened level of alert is put in place when these meetings or these activities occur.
And Dr. Christopher Tufton, chairman of the JLP's campaign committee and MP for West Central St. Catherine. Meanwhile, Dr. Tufton says the JLP is set to publish its manifesto ahead of the next general election.
There is a normal approach to a party putting out its manifesto, and we certainly intend to put one out. In fact, it is in the making as we speak. So the public should not worry about not having one. In fact, it would not be good for us as a government not to place on record what we intend to do for the next 5 years. So it's to have a conversation around the achievements and our records. We think we have more than enough to show why we have been a good government and why we deserve another term, because if we delivered in the past, we can certainly deliver going forward. And so the manifesto will be more aspirational, looking at the future. Today, the focus is on what we have done. And I think it has to be in that order, and therefore allow some time, and the manifesto will be presented to the public.
Dr. Christopher Tufton, chairman of the JLP's campaign committee and West Central St. Catherine MP. 141 Jamaicans are to receive national honors and awards for 2025. The Chancellor of the Orders of the Societies of Honor released the list on Wednesday. Headlining it are business leader Keith Duncan, Jamaica Stock Exchange Managing Director Marlene Street Forrest, and local government Minister Desmond McKenzie. They will receive the Order of Jamaica. Receiving the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander CD are 35 Jamaicans from various fields. Included in that list are veteran journalist Emily Shields, late journalist Barbara Gale, Jamaica's first billionaire Tricia Bailey, and Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton. Receiving the Order of Distinction in the rank of Officer OD is a group of 43 Jamaicans, including former national footballer Ricardo Bibi Gardner, the late Garnet Silk Smith, gospel singer Kevin Downswell, and Deputy Commissioner of Police Warren Clark. 29 persons will receive the Badge of Honor for meritorious service, and 30 Jamaicans will be honored for long and faithful service. The insignia will be presented on National Heroes Day. Nominations for the 8 national honors and awards open in January each year and close at the end of March. Pan-Africanist and attorney Bert Samuels is applauding the move by the government to transfer lands to the Rastafari Coral Gardens Benevolent Society. The transfer was part of measures to offer reparations for the 1963 Coral Gardens atrocities in Montego Bay, St. James. Mr. Samuels was speaking with our news center on Wednesday.
And it demonstrates that the Coral Gardens incident, which the police terrorized so many Rastafari in the parish of St. James in particular, it went island-wide too, that it is a recognition that we have done to this group of Pan-Africanists themselves, the Rastafari, who were the first to seek reparations in the form of repatriation. I'm proud of the fact that there's recognition that they were wrong, and I think the transfer of land has come at a late time. Most of them are in their 80s who were victims of the Coral Gardens incident. And I say kudos to all those behind what we call local reparations. That is the wrong that we have done to each other being corrected.
Mr. Samuels says that the transfer is long overdue.
Well, first I must give a lot of kudos to our Minister Babsy Grange, who has worked hard on this issue of compensation to Rastafari based on the treatment, not just of Coral Gardens, but in general. We remember that the rules of the prisons were that once Rastafari was found guilty of any criminal offense, once he entered the penal institution, his hair was shaved. This, crucifixion of Rastafari has been very, very pronounced in Jamaican society. I'm very proud and happy to know that it has come very late, but it has come.
Bert Samuels, Pan-Africanist and a senior attorney. Meanwhile, Rastafarian elder Muta Baruka believes much more needs to be done to compensate the Rastafari community for the Coral Gardens atrocities. He's calling for an increased sum of money as well as the transfer of lands to facilitate farming.
Them need to make the reparation money more substantial, and the land where them promise, them need to fulfill that promise and get the land going. Them promise some acres of land to make some agricultural things and to build up a center. So far it don't do. No papers not there, them no sign, no there. Them just a promise, it's a promise.
Rastafarian elder Muta Baruka. A trough is expected to remain across Jamaica over the next few days. The Met Service says it is expected to bring showers and isolated thunderstorms across sections of northern parishes and hilly areas elsewhere. It is forecasting a partly cloudy mornings across eastern parishes, otherwise mainly sunny on Friday and Saturday. In the afternoon, the Met Service is forecasting cloudy afternoon with showers and thunderstorms across western and north central parishes. On Sunday, the forecast is for widely scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms across sections of southern parishes and hilly areas elsewhere. The Jamaica Agricultural Society, JAS, is welcoming the recent pronouncements of growth in the agricultural sector. Still, the organization is calling on the government to improve irrigation infrastructure. Horace Ogilvie is the second vice president of the JAS.
If you improve on irrigation, we can increase our production more. But because of the lack of irrigation, we might be stuck at this where we're at right this moment. Yes, because we have drought and we have the drought, and where they have the water pass by the lands, but then they need them to pressurize that the farmers can really get it to use.
Meanwhile, Mr. Ogilvie says many farmers are now battling the effects of the drought. The JAS executive says the supply of several fruits, including mangoes and oranges, are now in short supply because of the dry conditions.
It affects every crop, It affects crops, orchard crop and catch crop. And it damages them very hard because you have to scale back on the amount where the farmers have to scale back on the amount where they put in. Orchard crop, like for instance, the last mango crop gone, we have a lot loss because have a job with the mango no bear that amount. Like you have the pear meet it right now because the pear then can't get to fit up and grow up to a maximum size. Right? You have pear, you have coconut, you have citrus, in the citrus area, you have that too.
Horace Ogilvie, second vice president of the JAS. To regional and international news now. Regional news. Gang violence flared in Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, on Thursday, with a top gang leader threatening to overthrow the precarious government as it prepared to hand over its rotating leadership. Wealthy businessman Laurent Saucier is set to take the reins of Haiti's Transitional Presidential Council, taking over from former central bank chief Fritz Jean. In a video posted on social media, the leader of Vive Ansem, Jimmy Cherizier, better known as Barbecue, called on his countrymen to help in the battle to free the country. Wearing a bulletproof vest with an automatic rifle slung around his shoulder, Cherizier asked the residents to give them free passage to reach the council's office. The Kenya-led multinational security support mission operating in Haiti said it had thwarted attacks that gangs had plotted to disrupt national stability and render the country ungovernable. The mission said 3 officers from the mission were briefly hospitalized after 2 armed mission vehicles came under attack by Molotov cocktails and were set ablaze. Bursts of gunfire were also heard in parts of the capital on Thursday morning. International. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he intends to take control of all of Gaza, but does not want to keep it. He made the comment as he meets with his security cabinet to discuss a complete military takeover. The meeting comes as Israel faces growing international pressure, including from its allies, to end the war in Gaza and allow more aid into the territory. The UN warns that the move could risk catastrophic consequences, and hostage families fear it could endanger their loved ones. Israeli media said Netanyahu believes it is the only way to destroy Hamas and free hostages following the breakdown of ceasefire talks. And that's it for the news at 12. Up next, sports.
Success powered by learning. The Time, brought to you by Sandals Corporate University. Come grow with us is
12:17.
Educators, it's your summer your way. Let's go. Upgrade your ride with the sweet summer sale from the JTA Cooperative Credit Union.
Educators, take the driver's seat with the sweet summer sale from the JTA Credit Union. Ride in style with a new car or take that well-deserved vacation with a personal loan. Low interest rates, flexible terms, and fast approval. It's your summer your way. For more info, call 876-618-1706.
The sweet summer sale from the JTA Cooperative Credit Union.
Serving our members, impacting lives positively.
The race to 32. Nationwide 90 FM's coverage of the 2025 general elections. Coming soon.
From the Nationwide News Network,
comprehensive, up-to-the-minute local and international sports news. This is the Nationwide Sports at Noon.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to your midday sports report here on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Wayne Walker. Two-time champion jockey Shane the Canterman Ellis has expressed his elation at being named among the 5 sports personalities who will be honored at the National Honors and Awards function on Heroes Day in October. Ellis will receive a badge of honor for meritorious service in the sport of horse racing. Ellis, who has ridden over 1,000 winners at Caymanas Park, is also a 7-time winner of the Jamaica Derby. Ellis has done almost everything in the sport, but he told Nationwide Sports that there's still unfinished business in one particular event, which he thinks will complete the set.
Very, very pleased about achieving this award, and I'm very proud of myself for doing so good over the almost 30 years that I'm into the horse racing sport. Well, the only thing I haven't achieved yet is winning a multi-mile, and that is my main goal, what I'm trying to work on right now, to win a multi-mile.
Ellis is also the son of former 3-time champion jock Winston Ellis. For him, both his parents a big inspiration in his career.
Inspiration was from me knowing that, my father was a champion jockey, and I want to be a champion and even win more champion and win more classic than him. But who really inspired me into horse racing is my mother. And my mother was 200% behind me. Even now, she's still behind me.
Shane Ellis, 2-time champion jockey, former world 100 meters champion Johan Blake, football player Ricardo Gardner, former West Indies T20 captain Rovman Powell, Nicholas Ford, Dr. Michelle Holt. They are among the other sports personalities who will be recognized. Blake will receive membership in the Order of Distinction Commander class. Gardner will be conferred with membership to the Order of Distinction in the rank of officer. Powell will also receive membership to the Order of Distinction in the rank of officer. Dr. Holt will also be conferred with membership to the Order of Distinction in the rank of officer for her contribution to medicine, and Ford will receive a badge of honor for national service and volunteerism in the fields of public service, physiotherapy and sport. Champion trainer Jason DaCosta says it was an emotional experience securing his first Derby win at Caymanas Park on Wednesday. I Dream Again, the mount of Robert Halladine, won the 105th running of the Jamaica Derby. The 3-year-old chestnut colt finished ahead of pre-race favourite Burning Hedge in 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the nose.
I Dream Again out in front and holding on to the lead. Here is Burning Hedge now kicking in on the outside. Big Buzz racing in the orange in behind them. Pretty perfect toward the outside, but they drive up toward the furlong pole. Burning Hedge in a battle with I Dream Again. Both riders all over the mounts. It is Burning Hedge just the leader. Inside the final 16th, I Dream Again now coming with a rally under Robert Halladine. Burning Hedge and I Dream Again, and I Dream Again has done it over Burning Hedge.
DaCosta says he experienced a mix of emotions throughout the race.
Kind of surprised he went to the lead, but I know hardball always makes the right decisions in the big races, and I saw that he was very, very easy. So I was all right with that, but I got nervous when Burning Hedge came alongside him at the top of the lane, but I saw that he wasn't quitting, so I was still hopeful.
And Halladine says he rode the colt to instruction.
There was no emotions, it was just war for the last 2 furlongs. Just outright war. But in the race, of the first 2 furlongs of the race, I wasn't comfortable because I slapped him inside and he was clipping heels, and that was very dangerous. So I had to just wait till he was clear, took the rails, and just follow Mr. DaCosta's instruction. He said, you don't want me to go too fast, you don't want me to give him too much work, so there I have to use experience to find the right position, which I did, and I Dream Again did the rest.
Robert Halladine, president of the Jamaica Football Federation, Michael Ricketts, has confirmed that former England representative Mason Greenwood is now a Jamaican citizen and is eligible for selection for the men's senior football team. The former Manchester United striker could join the Jamaica squad in time for the final leg of World Cup qualifying action.
Yes, sir, I can confirm that he has in his possession his Jamaican passport, and he is now a citizen of Jamaica. All the relevant documents are currently FIFA clearance. Once that is done, it will be all system go. Then it will be up to him and the coach to put the final touches in. But as it is now, yes, he is eligible now to play for Jamaica.
Greenwood is currently a member of the French League One team Olympique Marseille. Last he played international football was in 2020 in September, but saw his international career stalled following charges of attempted rape and assault, which were later dropped. According to Ricketts, the Greenwood family is happy with the news, and the 23-year-old attacker is ready and rearing to go to wear the black, green and gold.
Who manages his affairs seem very excited, and they are now rearing to go. We are very excited at the prospect because we do believe that he will positively impact on the process of us getting to the World Cup.
That's Michael Ricketts, president of the Jamaica Football Federation. The Reggae Boys will be in action on September 15th when they travel to Bermuda to kickstart the final round of the qualification for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and it will be held jointly by Mexico, USA, and Canada. Coach of Fraser's Whip, Courtney Dowdy, says striker Davia Richards has a major role to play in the team's offense when they take on Cavalier in the final of the Jamaica Women's Premier League at Jamaica College on Saturday. Richards now leads the Golden Boot race with 43 goals, 7 clear of second place Chanel Spence of Cavalier. Dowdy is encouraging Richards not to alter her style to play in the final.
All she needs to do is just continue on the same trajectory that she's on. You know, her goal coming into the season was to be leading goal scorer, and so far she's about 7 or 8 goals ahead of the person in second place. So she just needs to continue to do what she's doing. It makes no sense to change how she's playing at the moment with the 1 game left in the season. So she just needs to continue to lead the team as the captain, you know, and continue to work towards her goal.
Courtney Dowdy, coach of Fraser's Whip. Brandon King, the only Jamaican named in the West Indies 15-man squad for the 3-match one-day international series against Pakistan. The first gets underway on Friday at the Brian Lara Stadium in Couva. The Caribbean men are hunting a 4th consecutive ODI series win at home, and fast bowler Jaden Seales says he's looking forward to the contests.
We're confident. We think we could bounce back from it. We know where we went wrong, and it's just about putting all our skills into practice here today and then looking forward to the series starting come Friday.
And the series is the final one in the Fuller Energy Home Series by West Indies Cricket. This will provide an opportunity for CWI to focus on building its ODI team ahead of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup in 2027.
It's just about getting our tactics right and just training with a purpose, keeping our intensities high in training and work on the things that we fell short in the past games and just get better as we go along.
Jaden Seales Alzari Joseph has been given an extended rest to continue workload management. Meanwhile, Romario Shepherd makes a return after missing the matches against Ireland and England earlier this year. The other members of the squad, Captain Shea Hope, Joel Andrew, Jediah Blades, Casey Carty, Rustin Chase, Matthew Ford, Justin Greaves, Amir Jangu, Shamar Joseph, Evan Lewis, Gudakesh Moti, and Shafane Rutherford. Olympian Unite Wisdom is inviting Jamaicans to a special lecture at the University of Technology on August 20. Night Wisdom was the first Jamaican male diver and first Caribbean male diver at an Olympic Games. He competed at the 2016, 2020, and 24 Summer Olympic Games. Night Wisdom placed second in the 1-meter springboard event at the 2019 Pan American Games in Lima, Peru.
Which will be an opportunity to hear from me and hear my story in a little bit more depth and my plans for the future of the diving program in Jamaica and how I think that other minority sports can be supported.
That's Unite Wisdom, and of course his career as an Olympian came to an end in Paris last year. It was his last one of 3, as we mentioned, the first 2, 2016 in Brazil and the 2020 in Tokyo, Japan. And that will do it for your midday sports report here on Nationwide 90 FM. Sports is going to be back on the station, at 5:25 this afternoon. Until then, I'm Wayne Walker. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
You better stop, drop, and listen up.
For all your fire loss prevention and industrial safety needs, go to National Safety Limited. They design, install, supply, and service fire alarm and suppression systems and fire extinguishers.
They also sell PPEs, that's personal protective equipment to keep you safe on the job. Plus, they're your source for Timberland safety shoes.
Visit their website at nationalsafety.com.jm and follow them on social at National Safety Limited to find out more.
National Safety Limited. Your safety is our concern.
As a parent, you give your children a good start in life. You nurture, protect, and guide them.
Parenting is a process that prepares your child for independence. As your child grows and develops, there are many things you can do to help your child. Stay tuned to The Big Show, nationwide this morning for parenting tips. Fridays at 6:53 a.m. Only here will you learn everything you need to know about parenting. Tips to help parents navigate the incredibly challenging and rewarding journey of child rearing. Parenting tips on Nationwide at 90 FM, the revolution in media. To recap our top stories making the nationwide world at noon, a political ombudsman's office clarifies a previous statement on Central Kingston shooting incident involving MP Donovan Williams. 141 awarded national honours and awards for 2025. Senior Attorney Bert Samuels welcomes government's transfer of lands to the Rastafari community. I'm Tona Thomas. You can find the news on our website at nationwideradiojm.com and on the Nationwide app available on Google Play and the App Store. Major news next at 5.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
All roads lead to Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, August 10, 4 p.m. for the Jamaica Labour Party mass rally. Main address comes from Prime Minister and Party Leader, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. Back-to-back JLP River come down mass rally, Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, 4 p.m. We choose Jamaica. See you there.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Hi there. Here's some good news for these trying times. Quote, by God's word, I can see where I'm going. They throw a beam of light on my dark path. Unquote. Psalm 119, verse 105. Listen for God's Word weekdays at 5:45 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. through
Oasis. Stop by for a refreshing drink and share a God perspective for the day.
Oasis. Weekdays 5:45 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. right here on Nationwide, a revolution in media.
The rebroadcast of the Oasis can be heard weekdays at 5:45 a.m.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We're having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM. Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide news at this hour, fired.
Also tune in to the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From every whisper to every commotion.
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news.
But is this real? Hey Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left?
What? I soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir. Arigato. Sweat.
Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
The race to 32. Nationwide 90 FM's coverage of the 2025 general elections. Coming soon.
Timeline with the stinger, Honey Bee.
Good afternoon, 12:34 in the afternoon. It's all about what's trending now on the timeline with the sweet one, Honeybees. How you do?
Boy, I'm there.
You don't miss me?
I miss you so much. I don't remember the last time I did timeline. When was that? Like how many years ago?
It feels like that.
It does feel like that. Oh boy. Yes. How have you been?
I'm good, but I'm not looking forward to the next 4 weeks, Honeybee.
Yeah, gosh.
It's the most wretched time of my career. I'm now covering, this is about my 12th general election, local and national. 12 times. I started covering elections from 1986. So.
Did you say 86?
Yes.
That's before I was born. Wow.
Yes. My first election were the local elections of 1986 at Radio Jamaica.
Wow. I can imagine how you felt, your first election. I'm sure a mix of excitement and the anxiousness.
And the knowledge and the experiences.
Yes.
You enjoy it.
Uh-huh.
And then you stopped enjoying it when the hostility, the vitriol, you have to grow a thick skin.
Yes.
So that doesn't bother me anymore. But I'm no longer 30 years old.
No.
I have different perspectives and priorities.
Yes.
So this is my last.
Your last election.
General election. I'm not doing anymore.
Well.
Not doing anymore.
Well, there comes a time, Cliff, when
not in this.
Yeah, you just have to.
Time for you to.
Yeah, man.
Go off and go do other things.
Do other things, man.
Yes.
Slow down. Feel the breeze.
Right.
Spend time with family. All of these
Jackson.
different.
And Jackson will run up and down.
Oh man. Oh gosh. I'm sure it's gonna be all lovely. So yesterday was Jamaica's birthday. And we turned to 63. Yes. I think it was Tropics put up a post that big up to my good friend, Jamaica. 63 and still a madman.
Wow. What a way to put it.
What a way to put it. No, it was hilarious. I was like, okay, you guys, say it. Yes, 63 and still a madman. That is how it is, She still good. She look good.
She look good.
Yeah,
doing well.
She doing well. Did you go to Grand Cali yesterday?
No.
It was beautiful, Cliff. Just to watch it. I watched it. I streamed it. Yeah, man. It just, I don't know. There was something about it. It looked rich. Yeah, man. It looked vibrant. It looked... Oh gosh, the spirit of celebration was very high there. I could feel that through the screens, and it was just lovely to see the people. So many people. Pakia?
I yesterday it was full.
Full. Coming up on the aerial views, I was like, my gosh.
I lost power.
You lost power?
While watching the Grand Gala. So I went on my phone, but you didn't get the same look.
Yes, it don't have the same look indeed.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. But it was lovely to see it, and we want to say congratulations to our honorees, reggae stalwarts Barris Hammond, Leroy Sibbles, and Capleton were honored during the Grand Gala celebrations on Wednesday, and the event also featured, as we know, the usual fireworks display, pretty, and the drone. Oh gosh, the drone display this year, I really love it. Bosses. I don't know, this year it did some really cool things. One of the time it was like it made like a highway with little cars driving by. Industrialization.
Can we now have a Grand Gala with a drone display?
No, Cliff. You're crazy. That is why a lot of people go.
Yes.
You understand? To see that in the sky.
Yeah.
It's truly beautiful. And we had, of course, we showcased more than 3,000 of Jamaica's most talented youth with special performances from the likes of Luciano, and Chris Martin.
Oh.
So, I mean, it was a great show. Jamaicans turned out in their numbers, and the theme this year for Independence celebrations was Be Proud. Be bold in black, green, and gold. And oh gosh, I just love it. I love it.
Miss Babsy do outdoor herself again.
Yes, man. And I see her there, and she holding hands with the honorees, and bigging them up, and it's beautiful to see people getting their flowers for the work that they've done. And when after Barry's Kalikim thing, and Barry's watching the just starting a clip, might as well Barry's just stand up. I make the reading play. The people them are singing a chorus out here. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is good music, and that is love. And I'm happy that it happened now while I'm there. And can, appreciate it.
True.
Indeed.
One of the real greats.
One of the real greats. So we have some highlights of the award moments. Let's throw to it. Okay. Now, also, a touching part of the event was when we had some children who performed a sweet, heartfelt remembrance of, the other children lost to tragic and violent circumstances. Because, we've been seeing some trying times when it comes to our nation's future, and we have to protect our children. Our children are precious, and it was just so beautiful to see them come out, and to lend their voices and to remind us all that hey, you have to take care of us. Yes, indeed. Are we ready with it, Kevin? Okay, so while they get that ready, it's just we have some highlights from the Independence Day celebrations. We had Beresford Hammond, who collected his honor, and Capleton gave such a great speech, Cliff. Yeah, man. Capleton said more fire. All right, we're ready? All right, let's go. Instead of putting up a fight, treat the youths right. Oh, you can never tell them right. Treat the youths right. Instead of putting up a fight, treat the youths right. Oh, you can never tell them right. All the boys and girls of today, all the men and women of tomorrow, taking heed of the words that I say. All your days will be filled with sorrow. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Send them your hearts, so they know that someone cares. beautiful.
Very good.
Is that little boy? I'm just
good.
built out that note.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, incredibly touching, incredibly touching. Look at
This was
them.
one of the highlights.
Yes, man. Can you imagine? Listen, bawling, teary, and then you see the colors and oh gosh, there is just so much hope and so much beauty in our island, and we have to do our very best to protect our children, our precious children. So that was a clip, right, of the children's performance. Do we have the clip of the honorees lined up, Kevin? Okay, so if we don't have that, we'll go for a break and we'll be right back.
Getting ready for school is as easy as KB. Shop at Kingston Bookshop between July 14 to September 6, 2025 for your chance to win big in our back to school promotion. Spend just $5,000 before GCT, shop online or in store, and you could win $150,000 in cash, an HP laptop, or a Samsung Galaxy Tab A9. It's back to school the easy way, only at KB. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
The following is a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
All roads lead to Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, August 10, 4 p.m. for the Jamaica Labour Party mass rally. Main address comes from Prime Minister and Party Leader, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. Back-to-back JLP River come down mass rally, Halfway Tree Square this Sunday, 4 p.m. We choose Jamaica. See you there.
The proceeding was a paid announcement by the Jamaica Labour Party.
But is this real? Hey, Greg, come look at this. Oh my, it's happening. Mr. Daniels, the numbers keep getting bigger and bigger.
Sir, the clicks are off the charts.
Hello, sales? What's the emergency? 9,000 clicks in one day? 3,000 order? So how much we have left? What? I'll soon call you back. Mr. Nakamoto, it's Danny from Jamaica. I need 5,000 of the big ones. We're back in business.
Yes, sir.
Amplify your brand. Let Nationwide 90 FM assist you in tapping into a captivated audience across our social media platforms. For more information, contact us at 876-630-1210 or sales@nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs, let's supercharge your brand.
13 minutes to 1 o'clock. We're inside What's Trending on the Timeline with Honeybee.
Yes. Now, still on the Grand Gala, Minister of Culture and Entertainment, Olivia Babs-Granger, said the cultural icons who have received a special recognition this year are true nation builders who have represented Jamaica well on the global stage. Here are the highlights.
To present this award to a great Jamaican icon, please acknowledge the man, Leroy Siblings. Massive! This one is for you and for all the things that I did and all that I do. Blessed love!
Big great pleasure to present this award to the fireman, Capricorn. That day has come. Blessings.
It's a great joy, you know what I mean, to be honored tonight. You know, as Jamaica celebrate 63 years of independence. A long time about the fire, we travel short time of the earth, represent the music, represent dancehall, you know what I mean? And I want to big up all the icons before me and the youth them to come. And we are saying good over evil, equal rights and justice for all, salvation, redemption, repatriation, restoration, liberation, emancipation, self-esteem, self-awareness, self-reliance, self-thought, self-control, respect, discipline, diligence, humility, unity, tolerance, all for Jamaica. Say more fire! Thank you.
It gives me great pleasure to present this award to one of Jamaica's best singers, one of our best voices, an icon of our time, Hughes Beresford Hammond, OJ.
You know, all of you allowed me to tour almost the world. And everywhere we go, the world will come back fast. Because you know why? Not like this. Brand Jamaica, yeah.
All right. Just lovely there. Now, Cliff, I have a video, you see, of the Prime Minister. You must have seen it, right? He's been making his rounds on social media. I'm sending it over to Kevin just now. I saw somebody in the YouTube chat remind me about it. I said, Honeybee, what about what about the PM's Land of My Birth? So I just want you to know that there's actually someone out there who's worse at singing than you are. I want you to know that you don't have to worry when time he says sing something.
Yes.
Just work with it. Because the Prime Minister know him love him country.
Yes.
And him the business on his own. He must sing said way. So we're gonna play a bit of it for you guys. Here we go.
I say this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth. I will never leave her shores, I will never run away. I will always believe in the black, the green, the gold, I say. All nations great to have their trials. We must face the test of time. That our people, they are strong and we're gonna get along. But some people say we are poor. But the progress you make, my friend, is not always how rich you are. I say, this is the land of my birth. I say, this is the land of my birth. I say, this is Jamaica, my Jamaica. This is the land of my birth.
Well, you know, Cliff, it seemed when I tell you just stop his singing, just give up on his singing and just go and talk his song. But big up to our Prime Minister, Dr. The Honorable Andrew Holness. The words, the lyrics of this song are so potent, so beautiful.
Yes.
I never you're listening to the song and it's so vibrant and you know it's everything sweet. But since the Prime Minister do this rendition of it, and I feel listening words versus his voice.
Yes.
It's now that it's actually coming to me that wow, this song is powerful. Yeah. Such a powerful declaration of national pride and love and vision.
Yes.
I'm gonna say what? No man, we've had some incredible writers in this country and from our festival song competitions. You see me, so yes. Oh my gosh! But me know you could have do better, Cliff.
No, we couldn't do better than it.
You couldn't do.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm horrible at that.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. We're gonna make
a bother with it, you know, son.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not gonna test it today. Fine. I should not see a long time. I'm not bother you today. Today we just keep it nice and cool.
Exactly.
Big up to the legend that is Erica Donaldson, Land of My Birth, guys. Just take a second listen or third listen to this song and just reinvigorate your souls and your passion and your patriotism for this nation, because there's still so much promise here, regardless of what is going on, regardless of what we think isn't going right. Yes. A lot is going right, regardless of what we think. Yeah. I saw a comment here from Curry who was saying that big up to Leroy Sipples. His performance was great. She said it's Corey B. She said voice still has a one after 76 years. And it just shows you.
76 now.
But true, but talent, Cliff. True talent.
Well, you know, the time is moving.
It is. It is moving so very fast. Yeah, but that's where we're going to leave it today.
Thank you very much, Honeybee.
You're welcome.
Good. That's where we're going to say goodbye from Cliff Hughes online today. I want to say thanks to our producer today, Sonia Stewart, sitting in for Nora Gay. Nora gets back here next week. Yeah. Next week, Wednesday. Yeah, I hear she's off to somewhere in the...
In the Maldives? Oh, south of France. Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
south of France.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Nora money tall.
Hey! Hey! Who can go south of France? We call them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, Sonia. Thank you very much to our technical operator, Kevin Williams. And of course, to our WhatsAppers or YouTubers, thank you so much. Yeah? And our YouTubing community, beginner.
Massive,
Okay.
man.
Right. I love them.
No, I love them too.
Well, we're going to make way now for Oasis with Loy Gale. See you tomorrow morning tomorrow is Friday.
Tomorrow is
Friday. Yesterday mash way up. Sunday.
You said throw me off in a cliff right now, make like week.
Yes.
Big holiday.
Yes. Tomorrow is Friday. All right. So it will be Tyrone Reed tomorrow morning at 10.
You've just heard Cliff Hughes Online on Nationwide 90 FM. Join Cliff Monday to Thursdays between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. for Cliff Hughes Online.
Like a rock. My hands were steady, my eyes were clear and bright.